What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Juancho back again with another vid. Before we get into it, do me a solid, hit the like button, helps the algorithm and helps your boy out. If this message hits home, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let me know what part of it hits the hardest. And look, if you're ready to become a top tier man, rewire your mind and actually make a change in your life, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Because we're not just watching videos here, we're building something real. Mindset, character, and discipline. Look man, you keep saying you want change, but every time it's right in front of you, you keep choosing comfort. You say you want discipline, but every time the alarm goes off, you hit that snooze button like it owes you something. You say you're built for more, but the second that life gets uncomfortable, you start negotiating with your feelings again. You talk about your goals like they're guaranteed. Like success is supposed to just somehow show up simply because you want it. Here's the rough truth. You've never really kept a promise to yourself long enough to earn that success. You don't lack motivation, bro. What you really lack is respect for your own word. And until that changes, nothing, absolutely nothing else will. Because once you stop quitting on yourself, that version of you that you've been running away from, that dude finally starts to catch up. That's the version that's been waiting for you the whole time. He's already built, he's already capable, but he's been buried under every excuse that you keep defending. You want to change? Then you gotta start getting real uncomfortable, because growth and comfort don't live in the same place. That used to be me. Every morning I would wake up with that same feeling in my stomach, knowing I wasn't where I was meant to be. Knowing I was wasting time, potential, and energy on bullshit that didn't matter. I would say I wanted change, but then I would doom scroll through my phone before I even got out of bed. I'd tell myself I wanted discipline, but I would always find a reason to skip the workout. I would talk about building a new life, but I was doing the same thing that built my old one, the one I regret. And every night before I would fall asleep, I would say the same line that we all say when we're running away from ourselves. I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow never came, because I didn't need another start. What I needed was to stop lying to myself. I wasn't lazy, I was scared. Scared to see what would happen if I actually committed and gave it everything. Because if I gave it everything and still failed, then I would have to face the truth. Maybe it wasn't the world holding me back. Maybe it was myself. Maybe it was me. I remember one morning sitting in my car outside the gym, engine running, pre-workout kicking in, music blasting, but I didn't get out. I just sat there, watching people in and out for 15 minutes. And I drove off like I had so more important to me. I didn't. I just couldn't see myself, my own reflection that day. That moment haunted me for months. Because deep down I knew the gym wasn't the problem. The work wasn't the problem. I was the problem. See, I wasn't fighting life. I was fighting the version of me that refused to grow up. Every time I quit, I proved that the weaker version of me still ran my life. And one day, I looked in the mirror and I'd said out loud, I'm done being that guy. It wasn't motivation that changed me. It was disgust. I got disgusted with my own excuses, disgusted with my own patterns, disgusted with the feeling of starting over again and again. And that's when everything changed. From that day forward, I made a promise to myself. No more empty words, no more almost, and no more half efforts. If I'm gonna say I'm gonna do something, I do it. And that simple rule became the foundation for every bit of self-respect that I have today. And let me tell you why you quit. You don't quit because you're weak. You quit because quitting feels safe. You quit because it feels comfortable. Because your brain's entire job is to protect you from pain, from fear, and from anything that feels like uncertainty. So the second that something hurts, physically, emotionally, or mentally, your brain hits you with, yo bro, relax. You've done enough for the day. But that's the trap. That's comfort wearing a mask. See, your brain's job is to keep you alive. Your soul's job is to help you grow. And those two are always at war. The problem is, most people listen to their brain and not their soul. You think you lack motivation, but really, what you lack is identity. You still see yourself as the person who gives up. You're trying to build a new life with the same mindset that destroyed the last one. And the truth is, your brain remembers everything. Every promise that you broke, every time that you said you would change and didn't, every time that you said this time is different and it wasn't. And eventually, it stops believing in you. That's why it's so hard to stay consistent. You're not fighting your goals. You're not fighting your own reputation with yourself. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. What you need to do is rebuild your credibility with you. And the only way to do that is through proof. Not hype, not speeches, but proof. Every rep, every early morning, every moment you push when you don't feel like it. That's you reprogramming your mind. You're teaching it that you're no longer a quitter. See, you can't think your way into discipline. You have to prove your way into it. There comes a point, and maybe this video is that turning point for you, where you finally realize and get tired of your own excuses. The moment where you realize that you've spent more energy restarting than you would have ever spent if you just stayed consistent. That was me, man. See, I got tired of seeing potential wasted, tired of being average in a world built for more, tired of living like I had time to waste. So I stopped chasing motivation. I stopped waiting for the perfect time. And I decided that what I said, I meant it. It wasn't inspiration that changed me. It was frustration, disgust. It was the freaking mirror, bro. That's the real turning point. When you get so tired of your own bullshit that you finally decide to outwork it. I stopped looking for easy way outs, and I started building proof. Proof that I could follow through. Proof that pain wasn't punishment. It was the price of progress. And over time, I realized something. Discipline isn't a prison, it's peace. When you stop letting your emotions make your decisions, you finally take control of your life. So let me break it down to you. If you really want to stop quitting, you have to stop making decisions based on emotions. You have to build systems that don't care how you feel. Here's how you do that. First, you got to start small. When I say small, bro, I mean ridiculously small. Stop trying to change your whole life overnight. Pick one thing. Wake up when you said you would. Drink the water. Hit that one workout. Read those 10 pages. You don't need a massive plan. What you need is momentum. Discipline is built on consistency, not intensity. Once you have that down, now you need to shift your identity. Stop saying, I'm trying to be disciplined. And instead, say, I am disciplined. See, you move different when you start claiming who you are. You eat different, you think different, and you show up different. Because when you start talking like the man you're becoming, your actions follow your words. Every day you reinforce that identity. You make quitting feels like it's out of character. That leads me to this. You have to burn your exits. Delete the backup plans and stop building safety nets for your excuses. If quitting's not an option, you'll learn to adapt. You'd be amazed how resourceful you can become when giving up isn't even on the table. When I started my discipline journey, I made sure I couldn't hide behind comfort anymore. No more just in case or no more plan Bs. I was all in. When you go all in, life starts to meet you halfway. After that, you need to track your proof. Write everything down. Every rep, every early morning, every small win. You don't need a perfect streak. All you need is evidence. Because when you see your own progress on paper, you stop doubting yourself. You realize, yo, I'm really doing this. And that right there, that's how belief is built, through data, not emotions. And finally, you have to embrace the pain. Stop running from discomfort. That's where strength lives. See, every time it hurts and you still show up, you're proving to yourself that pain doesn't break you, it's building you. Pain is the price of growth. The faster you accept that, the faster that you're gonna evolve. Start small, shift your identity, burn your exits, track your proof, and embrace the pain. That's how you stop quitting. Here's the crazy part. Once you stop quitting, everything else gets quiet. No more noise, no more mental chaos, and no more searching for validation. Because now, you've built peace through structure. People think discipline is suffering. It's really not. Discipline is peace. Because it ends the war between you and who you're supposed to be. When you stop quitting, you stop begging for respect, and instead, you start earning it. That peace, it comes from knowing that you're a man of your word, and that's the real success. If you're tired of starting over, stop. Keep your word, one day at a time. Because once you stop quitting on yourself, everything else just lines up into place, bro. That's the real win. Look, man, you started this video the same way I started my journey. And maybe, halfway through this, you started realizing the truth. Discipline isn't something you find. It's something that you become. You don't need more time. You don't need more motivation. You need to start keeping your word, even when it hurts. You say you want peace? Well, earn it. You say you want freedom? Start building it. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment was the one when you finally decided to stop quitting. Because once you make that choice, bro, everything else falls into line. And yeah, it'll be hard. But I promise you this, the pain you feel staying the same is way worse than the pain of becoming who you're meant to be. So do me a favor. When this video ends, don't just scroll through the next one. Go do something. Prove to yourself that you meant what you said when you clicked play. Because that version of you, the one that's been waiting on you to wake up, he's not gone. He's just waiting for you to stop quitting on yourself. Listen, if this message woke something up in you, don't just sit on it. Hit that like button, not for me, but to remind yourself you're part of something bigger than comfort. And drop a comment down below. Tell me what part of this hit hardest, because that's how we keep those conversations alive. If you know someone who's been saying they want to change but can't get out of their own way, share this video with them. Be the reason why they stop quitting too. And if you're serious about leveling up and becoming a man of discipline, purpose, and peace, then go ahead and subscribe and join the movement. Because this isn't just another channel. This is where we rewire man for success. No shortcuts, no fake motivation, just truth, growth, and results. So go all in, engage, comment, share it, and I'll see you on the next one. Stronger, sharper, and hungrier than before. Peace.